Hi folks, so I'm just doing a re-upload of a video. There's actually, I think there's about 8 or 9 videos. This is about 2 years ago. I reckon it might be a bit more, can't quite remember. It's either about 2 or 3 years back. I went back to my hometown of Manchester and I did a set of videos. I was there for about 2 days, I think, if I remember rightly. Stayed in the Premier Inn. And basically I wanted to document all the places I used to sleep when I was sleeping rough. It was a personal journey, so it was partly for my own sort of self-discovery, if you like. Well, there's lots of reasons, really. It was, like all things with human beings, it was a complex set of reasons, and no simple one answer, really. But basically, I went around and filmed and documented all the places that I used to sleep when I was homeless, or as many as I could remember, and as many as I could actually gain access to these days. Um, anyway, so I was thinking about it. I was thinking about I've got a load of new subscribers, um, and I'm aware of the fact that sometimes, and it even happens with me, even though it's my channel and I obviously got full access to my channel and basically can do what I want with my channel essentially, that even with me sometimes when I'm trying to go back, because I've got, what is it? I've got nearly 2,000 videos. I can't remember the exact amount now off the top of my head, but I've got nearly 2,000 videos. They go back about 4, maybe nearly 5 years now. It's got to be, I think, 5 years. It goes back to my first ever videos, and I don't think everybody. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You guys, maybe you guys can get back to me on this, but I have no idea just exactly whether any of you guys, especially you new subscribers, whether you guys can, how far back you can get with my videos. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it'll allow you. Well, I say allow. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure because it's happened to me, like I said, where I was trying to go trace back to my early videos, just to sort of like look back on the early content I was making, and I could only get so far before it wouldn't let me go any further. Now I don't know why that was at the time. I think these days I can. I think. And basically all I've got to do is just go onto my video manager. There's a little search box at the top right hand corner, and all I've got to do is put in the title of the video, and it should be able to find it. But that's the thing as well, is can I remember what I called half of my videos? But anyway, so basically the reason why I'm making this little sort of clip now, I meant to do this rather short rather than too long-windedly for me, is I just wanted to let you guys know why there's a video that's I'm going to upload shortly, that's like I say, it's from about 3 years back sort of thing, and it's basically, I was thinking to myself, especially for my new subscribers, I wanted to give you a little bit of my history and a little bit of where I come from, and I can't go there at the moment because I haven't got any resources to be able to enable me to do that. Plus, I haven't got the time to at the moment. So I thought if I re-upload this video, then it's going to be right at the top of all my videos. It's going to be the newest video on there, even though I filmed it 4 years ago. 3 years ago. And like I said, it gives you a little bit of my history and where I come from and what have you, sort of thing. Now, there's another set of videos. I don't really want to upload or re-upload all of them, to be quite honest. Kind of feels like a bit like I'm cheating or something. But I just wanted to do this one at least, to give my new subscribers a sort of a little window into what my life was like back then, kind of thing. So maybe you get a better idea of who I am, or whatever sort of thing. So yeah, so as soon as I finish this, I'll put this, edit this with the video from Manchester, and see what you guys make of it. Because as I said, I don't know just how far back a lot of you new subscribers are able to go and see some of my earlier videos, and I'm not sure if how many people actually want to do that, go trolling through my channel and trying to find earlier videos. So I thought, well, why not just re-upload one of them at least, and maybe it'll give you a whet your appetite, and you might want to go and try and search for some more of my earlier videos, and especially the ones around Manchester and my homeless experiences. So okay, I'm going to leave it there for now, and like I say, I'll upload this together with the video from back then. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now, folks, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.
Right, finally, so we get to video 7, and video 7 is of the archway where I actually slept in Castlefield. I slept there for many years, off and on. I would sometimes stay there for a few months and go, come back and go. It was full of junk, that thing, as well. There was loads of other rubbish in there and I used to have a big steel door on the front, not that wire cage that you can see there now. But anyway, as I say, it's funny enough, it's got I actually quite liked living there, actually. Might sound a bit odd, a bit strange, but kind of liked it in some ways. And I used to like the fact that the trains used to rumble over at night time. It was kind of scary at first in the pitch dark. It was quite dark in there at night. There was a bit of light coming in through some of the street lights through the little windows at the top, but you know, you could see to move around in it, do you know what I mean? But it was still quite dark, and the first few nights was a little bit scary because you got the trains rumbling over, especially the goods trains that went over, and they seemed to take forever going over. But you kind of got used to it after a while. And actually quite enjoyed it, because it used to help you go to sleep, because the rhythmic rumbling of the train kind of lulled you into a sort of, you know, nice sort of sleep in a way. But anyway, so okay, see what you make of this one. Okay, bye.
Okay, Charlie, so there's a little walkway bridge. It's all I kind of like it, do you know what I mean? I've always liked it round here, actually, to be quite honest. I love the structures. They're immense and quite impressive, really. And I like the little bridge that goes over the canal bit there. I know that's not all, but you know, I just love. I'm an artist at the end of the day, and I love shapes and I love form. And I guess that's why I like it, because of the interesting shapes and shadows that are cast and so forth. And it just makes it. I think it's an interesting, fascinating place, to be quite honest. And I guess even though I might have been homeless and not painting and just drinking my life away and all the rest of it, I guess there was still that part of me, that artist that's in me, that, you know, was drawn to this place, maybe for those very same reasons, I guess. But also, it was out of the way, and as I said, it wasn't like this. You didn't have cars, big posh cars driving up and down this. You know, you didn't have people wandering around. It wasn't a tourist attraction. You know, apparently it is now. You know, like I say, you know, it was all derelict. It was all, you know, nobody really came here. You know, like I say, I mean, a few odd people here and there, this, that, and the other. But apart from that, you know, there was nobody bothered, you know, apart from maybe homeless people, like I say. You know, I did see a few homeless people here and there. I tended to try and keep myself to myself. I didn't like knocking about with the other street people, to be quite honest. I don't know if you say I was being a snob or what. No, it wasn't that. There was other reasons. But, you know, anyway, now look, where we're going, right? See, now you may not be familiar with this, possibly, because, I mean, who's going to be looking at this anyway, do you know what I mean? I mean, As you can see, this is still quite gruesome looking anyway. Oh, mind you, I've just noticed again the sun shining on the thing. I've just realised, oh god, I hope you can see that. But you see inside there anyway, inside that little bit there, that's all now fenced off with a big cage over the front of it or whatever. It used to be a sort of sheet metal thing with a little door in it, and I used to kip in there. And it's funny because there was one guy I used to knock about with sometimes, not every time, but every now and again I'd bump into him, and it was him that actually found this place first. And like I say, he was here for a little while, and I think it was him that showed it me one night. We came here and we kicked down here and drank booze and so forth and what have you, just like what homeless people generally tend to do when you got fuck all else to do. Oh, sorry, try not to swear, Paul. Yeah, you know, I used to sleep in there for a long time. Well, I can't remember exactly how long, but yeah, I used to sleep in there, man. You know, I don't know if you can see it that well because of all the bars and the lights shining on it. But yeah, inside that caged off area is where I slept for a long time. And it used to always be full of water, and you have to sort of, you know, get through it as best you could. Anyway, I noticed the sun's shining everywhere, and it's like whitening everything out, so you can hardly see things. Bit of a bummer, really. Anyway, okay, Charlie. This is next to the Roman fort. I just noticed I put finger marks all over the lens of my camera as well. Never mind. Yeah, so this is the Roman fort here, and where I was just showing you, I've just come round the other side of the archway, and there's a few sort of like little windows here, and I'm going to put the camera into it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that clearly with the light. Oh, that's actually not too bad. But there it is, you see. Imagine I used to sleep in there, man. That's where I used to kip. It was warm. Well, it wasn't that warm, but it was dry. And sometimes I had a sleeping bag, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I just made do with whatever I could find. Cardboard, newspaper, whatever. But yeah, so that is where, hang on, caught on there. But there it is. You see? That's where I slept. And of course you can hear the trains going over, quite possibly. But you get used to that after a while. You don't even notice it after a little while, you really don't. And if anything, it actually helps you go to sleep. Actually, it used to lull you to sleep. Like I don't know what you call it, it's just a sort of rhythmic, vibrating sound that was kind of slightly hypnotic, I guess, after a little while. But it would help you to go to sleep. But yeah, so like I say, you know, I know all this place like the back of my hand. You know, I've lived in different parts of Manchester, but you know, the last few years of my life in Manchester I spent round here. Well, not completely the last. There was a few other places after, but still, you know, a lot of memories. Not very good ones, but not absolutely horrendous either, necessarily, believe it or not. Yeah, okay. I guess that'll do for now. I'm just thinking about taking some pictures actually as well, document it that way. So I'm going to stop it there for now, and I'm going to take some photographs. Okay, catch you in a bit. Bye.